Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. It is early, and I wanted to do a live stream on the stock market crash that yours truly predicted. I'm not happy about this, but hit subscribe right this second. In September of 2021 and October of 2021, when I wrote this article in the Federalist, very few people on YouTube were saying what I was saying. I was one of the few people in all of YouTube to predict this recession, this economic decline, and this market crash. I said it would be cataclysmic, and we are in the first inning. It's going to get much worse, ladies and gentlemen. Now, my focus is politics, but politics and economics have merged. We had wonderful, morally superior, highly educated, liberal Democrats who are fantastic people plunge this country into the crash, the recession, and an economic... we are in an economic decline that could lead to a possible economic depression. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Go to the Stock Market Crash and H.A. Goodman's other channel. Subscribe to those channels. And watch the shorts. If you want to give a super chat, I can't do these live streams without you, ladies and gentlemen, so your super chat is greatly appreciated. Paul Bartlett, hello. Bush Ranger, hello. Frank, hello. Everybody here, thank you. No PhD, hello. To my super chat, I cannot do these live streams without you, ladies and gentlemen, so your super chat is greatly appreciated. And to the super thanks on the shorts or the uploads, thank you very, very much. If you want to support the channel long term, also my Patreon will be below. But ladies and gentlemen, not many people were talking about a stock market crash. And I was talking about this. This is the article that I wrote in the background in the Federalist. So the article that I wrote in the Federalist, why are Democrats hurtling the United States towards a stock market crash? That's October 8th, 2021. Okay? Now, if you look, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and just try to get the entire title within the... So here you get, why are Democrats hurtling the United States towards a stock market crash? October 8th, 2021. When you... First of all, the first sin, it was a modern day economic sin, catastrophe, calamity, self-induced wound. You do not, ladies and gentlemen, shut down economic activity. You will then create a Pandora's box of inflation, recession, job losses, unemployment, negative GDP growth, shrinking economy, and we have a shrinking economy for the third quarter now. It's going to get worse. It's going to get much worse, ladies and gentlemen. Eric, hello! It's going to get much worse. And we have a shrinking economy, GDP of, well, the GDP has been in negative territory the first, second, third quarter. And we also have high interest rates. We have interest rates going up within a shrinking economy. So interest rates are going up as the economy is contracting. And the reason is that Democrats and Biden first went to battle with oil and gas associations. The oil and gas industry. So they went to battle with the oil and gas industry. And Paul, hello, thank you. Lisa, hello. Democrats went to battle with the oil and gas industry. And they said, well, ban federal leasing we're going to ban leasing on federal lands, and we're going to transform the economy to renewables. We have to protect the planet. And if you don't believe everything that the experts say, then you are trying to ruin the future of this planet and the future of everyone living here. Then they promptly reversed course because fossil fuels were now too expensive, and the economy was tanking, or inflation was going up. So when oil and gas and energy prices go up, inflation goes up. So inflation went up. Then they said, well, the oil and gas companies need to pump more oil and gas into the economy. It's their fault, not our fault. But you came in the most combative manner. This is the first administration in the history of this country to actually go to battle with the oil and gas industry, and not in a way that protects the environment, in a way that preaches and pontificates about things they don't even believe. It's one thing if you want to say, look, let's protect the environment. Well, look what's happening in Europe right now. We can get to that. With a pipeline pumping, we can get to that. Very likely foul play, but you don't go into the Oval Office saying, oh, well, we just had about a year of a tumultuous, uncertain economy where we shut down economic activity because the smartest people in the room told us to do so. Then Biden and Jerome Powell and everyone in his administration didn't take inflation seriously. They did not take inflation seriously, and inflation was going up all throughout 2021. They said it was temporary. They said the inflation was temporary. Then after the inflation rate kept going up, the stock market was going up. Well, why not? You pumped $10 trillion into the economy, and you just opened up the economy after shutting it down prematurely without any... Eric, hello! I said hello, buddy! Hello, Eric! I said hello like 10 times, man. Hello, my friend, Eric, how are you? I think you missed when I said hello. I hope all is well, buddy. Thank you for being up now. They opened up the economy like turning on a light switch. They turned on a light switch, ladies and gentlemen. And then they said, oh, well, we're back. The U.S. is back. The U.S. is back. Well, we've turned on the economy. We've turned it on, and now we're back at full steam. You know, happy days are here again. And inflation went up because the price of goods and services, especially commodities, skyrocketed. Because what they did was, by shutting down economic activity, they destroyed supply and demand charts and projections, and they absolutely obliterated supply chains and portions of the economy that, Coley, hello, portions of the economy that need to function based on projections of inventory, demand, supply and demand is kind of important for the economy. So all of these charts and projections and estimates were no longer around. Eric, hello. And so what took place was you had an economy that ceased to exist. We had record low unemployment in the beginning of 2020. Within 3 months, we had 22 million people unemployed. And then after 22 million people were unemployed, people did not have money to pay for rent, food, housing, clothing, healthcare. And so Democrats said, oh, well, after we've pushed to shut down the economy because the smartest people in the room told us to do so, we're now going to give you stimulus checks. And to boost the economy that we artificially destroyed, or we unilaterally, shut down in an effort to who knows what, We're gonna pump trillions from quantitative easing. Eric, I hope all is well. I hope all is well. And Eric H526, hello, my friend. Very much. Thank you, Eric. Greatly appreciated for your support. And Paul and everybody here. I can't do these live streams without you, ladies and gentlemen. So your support is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you. So basically, Eric, everybody here, we now have a situation where because they, and Eric, thank you so much to my super chat. I cannot do this without you, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy these live streams, if you enjoy these early live streams, let me know. I can do more of these. But because they pumped $10 trillion into the economy to try to replicate economic activity, and Eric, thank you again for the live stream. Thank you. I mean, for the super chat. Thank you, Eric. Because they tried to replicate an economy by pumping $10 trillion into the economy, you then got prices at all-time highs, and then you got skyrocketing fuel prices. But we had skyrocketing fuel prices at the same time they tried to transform economies from a normal fossil fuel-based economy to renewables. Sir Felix! HA, here's a little something for your morning latte. I appreciate that, Sir Felix. Thank you so much. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated, Sir Felix. Thank you. Let me know if you like these early morning live streams. I can do them. I sleep at bizarre times, so let me know. Sir Felix, thank you. Eric, thank you so much. Thank you, Sir Felix, greatly, as always. Once they opened up the economy, we had inflation because the cost of commodities after supply and demand projections were obliterated, demand skyrocketed, and guess what happened? What happens when demand skyrockets and the supply isn't there? What happens, ladies and gentlemen? What happens when supply doesn't match demand and demand skyrockets because all 300 plus million Americans suddenly need fuel, energy, food, transportation, clothing, healthcare, and so what you have is an economy that didn't exist and now suddenly not only exists, but is running on labor shortages, supply chain breakdowns, none your business, hello. Exactly. Supply chain breakdowns, a shortage of various commodities, and this is while Biden's administration, the administration of mashed potato brains, this is while Biden's administration said we're going to transform the economy and protect everybody, and we're going to go to battle with the oil and gas industry. Now we have poverty at around 15%. We had a record low in poverty. Exactly, Coley, exactly. We had a record low in poverty under Trump in 2019 and a record high in household median income. Okay? And in 2019. So when Democrats say, oh, Trump is a menace to democracy, they accused him of working with the Kremlin. And that was actually a true obstacle we faced in this country. The absurd, nonsensical, completely irrational, made-up, bogus story that Trump was an operative, which the Mueller probe found not only not to have taken place, but there wasn't even evidence of a campaign finance violation. There wasn't evidence of anything. And so complete egg on their face. And then 2 years into, going on 3 years into Biden's presidency, they're still obsessing over Trump, but we have a failing, descending economy in free fall. So we have an economy in free fall, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to get to England or UK, Bank of England, the sterling. We're also going to get to the fact that every country that shut down their economies is now experiencing record highs in inflation. Gee, how did that happen? You mean the smartest people in the room yet again were wrong? You look at the most educated people got us into Vietnam in the early 60s. Only Harvard-educated, Yale-educated people. Intelligence does not equate to wisdom. Wisdom is what you need in life. You need intelligence, but wisdom is more important. The smartest people in the room presided over the Bay of Pigs, the Gulf of Tonkin, WMD, and you could they Facebook ads, and then Clinton, they said, would win in a landslide, and then they said, oh, well, if you go ahead and if you shut down economic activity, then everything will be fine. And now we're in a situation where we have high interest rates. We have interest rates going up in an economy that is contracting. We have interest rates going up in an economy. George, hello. I heard it was 20 to 30%. But with Lisa, hello. We have interest rates going up in an economy that's contracting. And I want everybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you've last the live stream and the upload when you see this, type in H.A. Goodman Federalist and read my October 8th, 2021 article. Also, ladies and gentlemen, exactly, George, I agree with you. It was trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars. But here, ladies and gentlemen, no, what's going on here? This right here, this is what you see on this channel when you subscribe. We're at 199,000. We'll be at 200,000 probably next week or the week after. And it's because I have been right, ladies and gentlemen, on a lot of things the past 5 years. I said Clinton would lose to Trump. I said we would have a stock market crash. There's a lot of things that I've said that have taken place. I'm not Nostradamus. I have been wrong. Sometimes I'm overconfident. So even me, sometimes I get too arrogant, full of hubris. I'm prone to making a mistake, but it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often, although I'm human and I'm not perfect. I said the stock market crash ready to bankrupt banks, hedge funds, and we are going to unfortunately see that, ladies and gentlemen. It is at 13,000 views right now. I have gone under the radar, which is fine with me. 200,000 subs. I did it my way like Frank Sinatra, and I'm doing it, my way. Like I didn't join a conglomerate or a group on YouTube. I have my viewers who watch this channel and who subscribe to this channel. And I have my Super Chat, Patreon. The channel's growing. And I'm thankful for everybody here. Eric H526, buddy, let me thank you again. Hello. Khalith, hello. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Oh no, what time is it? What time is it there? But, yeah. Coley, hello. Teresa, hello. Thank you. Lisa Lister! Lisa Lister, thank you so very much. So kind of you, Lisa, as always. Appreciate your views on the stock market. Yes, I'm also afraid the stock market will tumble. Lisa Lister, thank you so very much. So kind of you, as always. As you know, Lisa, I obsess over things. It's part of my annoying charm. And I have told everybody since September 9th, 2021, I said, and by the way, Lisa, remember, like, I used to be on the left before I became a supporter of President Trump and voted for a great economy and foreign policy, and both under mashed potato brains Joe is an absolute catastrophe. Lisa, again, thank you so very much. I can't thank you enough. You're always so kind, so sweet. Did I not say in September of 2021, and I said it pretty much every segment, I said, look, the economy is going to collapse. And the reason is because we have done the opposite of what we should have done. We have overreacted. We have, what we've done, ladies and gentlemen, is take a good thing. The U.S. economy was fantastic in 2019, in early 2020. And we took a serious situation, and you know what? And now, and we reacted in the most apoplectic and hysterical manner, which is the usual way morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats react to everything. If you don't believe us on the environment and climate, it's a catastrophe. The future of the civilization rests upon this. Have you ever had a prediction that worked out? Ever? No. Okay, I'm not right about everything, but I've predicted and talked about more things than they ever have. Lisa, thank you again. So sweet of you, so kind of you. And as I beg for Super Chat, Lisa, as I'm so thankful and I beg for Super Chat, I'm telling everybody, Lisa, everybody here, save your money, stock up. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate that. You have been watching for a long time. I appreciate that. You've been here since the beginning. I appreciate it. Paul, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's too early in the morning for a Mitch McConnell. It's too early in the morning for a Mitch McConnell. It's too early in the morning for Mitch McConnell.
It's too early in the morning for a Mitch McConnell. I tried my best. Ah. Très bien. Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Khalith, it's unbelievable. I hope I'm pronouncing your Khalith Mar. Khalith. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. C'est incroyable. It's unbelievable. We're looking at a situation where things will get much, much worse. Lisa, thank you again. And an obsession with climate change, an obsession, a reverence. Anna, hello. Bonjour. An obsession with climate change, a reverence of, a reverence for multinational organizations, for the consensus or the decisions of, or the consensus upon multinational organizations or alliances, a reverence for the viewpoints of authorities or experts that suppress and silence and ignore any dissent. You can't have an actual consensus when you have denied dissenting opinion. Lisa, thank you again. You can't have a consensus when you have suppressed any dissent. And Sir Felix, that's right. Sir Felix, that's right. And so when you have articles saying, how come European countries like Italy, or how come supporters of Trump gravitate towards these types of extreme conservatives? And it's like, you have a global recession, it's 100% your fault. What part of a 100% your fault do you not understand? Is 100% the fault? We have a global, here, you can look. Why is the UK experiencing this? Why? Here, Bank of England to buy bonds to restore orderly markets. But the UK is in recession or on the brink of recession. So it's like, we're seeing this now, and I stated this, Bank of England to buy, let's see, Bank of England to buy bonds in bid to stop the spread of crisis. Unfortunately, it's not going to stop the spread because we have all pumped too much money, and this was not the fault of Trump. It was 100% the fault of liberal politicians. I mean, in England, you had conservatives, and you had the Conservative Party and Labour agreeing on. The conservatives in the UK are like Democrats here, and maybe even in some cases more liberal. But here, Bank of England to buy bonds in bid to stop spread of crisis. UK Central Bank is launching an effort to restore order to the markets. The markets will not. There's already the crash has already started, and you're going to see now hedge funds go under. Dale, hello, I am. Eric, thank you again. Yes. Baltic Dry Index, yes. But you have Bank of England on Wednesday said it would buy UK government bonds with long maturities on whatever scale is necessary in an effort to restore order to the markets after a large set of government tax cuts sent borrowing costs soaring. The move caused an immediate reaction, with bond prices both in the UK and other markets rallying, sending yields lower. UK benchmark 10-year government bond yields fell, but see, bond yields were inverted. The 10-year and 3-year have been inverted for a while. Were inverted months back in the U.S. The UK benchmark 10-year government bond fell to 4.04%. Wow. From 4.552%, an outsized move for what was normally a staid corner of the market. The pound rallied at first against the dollar, but then slid further to trade down to around 0.6%. to $1.66. In a statement, the Bank of England said it would postpone the sale of government bonds under a program of quantitative tightening. But that the QT is taking place everywhere, here too, because the QE didn't work. The QE didn't work. Quantitative easing and stimulus didn't work, because this was a manufactured, fabricated, or I should say, a self-induced crisis. You didn't have to shut down. Why did the UK and France and Germany and the US and Canada and Australia, Australia and New Zealand, why did all of these countries gleefully and with enthusiasm shut down their economic activity. Exactly, Eric. And now you've opened up a Pandora's box. The Pandora's box has been opened up. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. It don't work like that. You have a Pandora's box of problems now, and poor people are worse off. None of your business, thank you. Poor people are worse, and then so the left makes a living caring about the poor. Oh, I care about the poor. I care. You care so much, you cause the poverty. We didn't have this with Trump. I don't know, but my God, we are in uncharted. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, this and Lisa, everybody here, Eric, everybody here, Sir Felix, everybody here. I would say stock up on canned goods, canned food. I would say I am going this week, and I'm going to try to, stock up on food. And, I think canned goods, you can't go wrong. Do I think that the world will collapse tomorrow? No. Do I think that there could be food shortages? Yes. If there was a toilet paper shortage because of complete imbeciles, then there could be very well a food shortage. Canned goods were the first to go along with toilet paper. Okay? Lisa, stock up, and everybody here on canned goods and soup, vegetables. Oh, there's a lot of canned goods. Chili, yeah. Just there are a lot of foods that last, nuts, grains. There are a lot of foods that last a while. It's going to get worse. Unemployment's going to go up. If you are watching right now, and Lisa, thank you again so much. If you're watching right now, you're working for a corporation or you're working for somebody, you could get laid off. Make sure you have a plan B, a plan C, like some kind of plan to, or save your money right now for, if you have money for a rainy day. Yeah, Trump, his biggest sin was doing a fantastic job as president and defeating Clinton. So defeating Clinton was his biggest sin, and the fact that he was doing a great job. When these people talk about how he ruined democracy, it's all projection. Trump didn't do half of what they tried to do. Not even 1/10. He went through the courts. Okay, these people purchased a Steele dossier. I agree with you on that. But it's like, you look at what's taking place in 2008. This is in 1929, you'll see, to stop the spread of crisis. September 28th, ladies and gentlemen. But, the real issue is me doing a live stream in the morning. It's not the Bank of England. It's not the economy, global economy declining. It's not, Nord Stream, not Nord Stream. It's not all the calamities. No. Today, the big deal today is that I did a live stream early. That's what you should
remember today for, ladies and gentlemen. Not poverty increasing under mashed potato brains, Joe. Today, September 28th, 2022. H.A. Goodman,
who predicted the market crash in 2021, decided to do a live stream. But, of course, I'm being facetious. The world is collapsing, but at least Trump isn't tweeting. So there you go. Quote, where dysfunction in this market continues to worsen, there would be a material risk to UK financial stability. Why did the UK prevent its economy from functioning 2 years ago? Why? Why did we do it? Why? Why did we do it? That's the question that people should ask. That's the question people should ask. Why did we... And then you pump $10 trillion or trillions of dollars when you keep interest rates at artificially low levels and you're pumping money into the economy, trillions upon trillions of dollars, and then you have inflation because you went to battle with oil and gas industry because you want to save the planet as the economy tanks around you. What do you think was going to happen? It's not a coincidence that the UK and the US and France and everybody and Canada and Australia and Germany, it's not a coincidence we're all experiencing the same financial crisis. It's not a coincidence we'll all have our market collapse at the same time. You think it's a coincidence, a coinky-dink? Oh, that's bizarre. Why do we have in the U.S. record highs in inflation, but then they have record highs in inflation in Germany and Australia and France and Italy and other and then in other countries too? I mean, in the country that I know where all of this perhaps emanated, maybe, possibly. Gee, what was the? Oh, that's right. We were listening. Or forced to listen to maniacs. Oh, that's right. Maniacs. Absolute maniacs. Yes.
Oh, now you're asking for too much. Now you're asking for a lot. I can't do it. I can't do my Bill Clinton in the morning.
I can't do... Hold on. I can't do my Bill Clinton.
Oh, now you've asked for too much. I just did a... Mitchell McConnell. And I think this economy is doing fantastic. I have...
This is frightening, ladies and gentlemen. Bank of England to buy bonds. It still didn't work. The pound sterling still plummeted. The UK's financial troubles have become a global concern. The International Monetary Fund late Tuesday made a rare public warning against the UK's spending plans. Rating firms Moody Investor Service and the plan was a negative for the country standing with creditors. Wow. Gee, what happened 2 years ago to plummet this entire globe into financial ruin? Oh, that's right. We listen to maniacs and imbeciles. Oh, that's right, but they're highly educated, so there you go. Oh, what's this? Trump is a menace to democracy. Say that 100 times over. He's a menace to democracy. Whoa, what's this? The Fed says unemployment will rise. Gee, who told you that? Me. Unemployment will rise. So what's the point of being a Democrat if you've caused the poverty? The entire point of being a socialist or a Democrat or a left-leaning is that you care about poor people. It's the only point. And then maybe, if you want to add, you care about the planet. But you've flooded strategic petroleum reserves. You're begging oil companies to produce more because your failed policies as you pontificate and preach about climate. And you've caused... Democrats literally caused the poverty. First 2 years ago because of their apoplectic reaction to you-know-what. shutting down economic activity, which opened up a Pandora's box of inflation and negative GDP shrinking. We're in a recession. They still can't admit it. Unfortunately, they'll probably admit it soon. I agree with you on that, Eric. I agree with you on that. And where is Paul Krugman or Robert Reich talking about the plight of poor people now? Where are these liberal economists saying, oh, it's the Democratic Party's fault? You will never get a liberal economist to point the finger at the Democratic Party. It will never, ever happen. They will immediately lose their Nobel Prizes, and they will. A polite society won't invite them to dinner parties. It will never happen. It will never happen. Lisa, thank you again. Eric, thank you again. Sir Felix, thank you. To my super chat, I cannot do this without you, and I do appreciate your support. Lisa, thank you. Unemployment will rise. Job losses would fall disproportionately on vulnerable workers, economists say. Gee, I thought Democrats were supposed to protect vulnerable workers. How does that work? How does that work? Oh, that's right. All their policies fail. And yet they disown friends and family because, God forbid, you voted for the Orange Menace. Because you want a great economy and a great foreign policy. God forbid. God forbid. Exactly. Crime's out of control. I mean, everything. You know, it's like. There was like the old Legos movie a couple years back, and there's a song that says, everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're living a dream. It's like this funny song, right? They should do a remake of Everything Stinks, everything is horrible when Biden and Democrats are in charge. Poverty, like you could like make the song into like poverty increasing, inflation, geopolitical nightmare, invasion in Europe. What has this man done? Trump and democracy. Trump doesn't have to agree with anything you agree with, and democracy will be just fine. He went through the courts, and he failed through the courts 2 years ago, and then Democrats were jumping for joy, just like Democrats went to the courts 6 years ago. They tried to do exactly what Trump did. You're talking about the biggest hypocrites in the world. They'll convince themselves of anything because they have very smart. This is the problem with the Democratic Party and media. You have very intelligent people who lack all wisdom, who adhere to groupthink, and who love suspicion. They love to level suspicion, but God forbid if you're suspicious of them, it's an affront upon all decency and humanity. Oh my God. Oh my God. How dare you be suspicious of them? Oh my God. None of your business, you're right. So, exactly. Well, I mean, like, you know what? Third quarter, you know what they're going to say?
Third quarter today showed contracting economy in the U.S. We spoke to experts. This liberal Democrat who happens to be an economist says, it's really actually a growth economy. Growth. It's going to grow. It's a third quarter of declining yet just about to skyrocket economy. It's actually a really good thing. Because you could buy things half off. And then so many green new jobs, the Green New Deal jobs are going to come. Green economy is where, and you know what? Now you can buy an EV. It's really fantastic. This is actually a really, really great time to really transform your life into happiness to something else. That's right, Eric. It's like you have, ladies and gentlemen, you have something
You have something where we're just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse, unfortunately. No, Eric, the eggheads, the geniuses. I'm not gonna say who, but the financial experts who have run the country, Democrats, the liberal Democratic, wonderful people. They're highly educated. The highly educated, very, very esteemed. They have an accent that talks like this. And when they're talking about the economy, it's almost like, who's the actor a long time ago who talked like this? I forgot his name for a second. Oh my God, you know, we don't think in actually Dr. Evil voice. No, it's Truman Capote. Truman Capote. He was the man. Love Truman Capote. Truman Capote. And then you get people, Lisa, everybody here. You get Coley, everybody here. You get people like, I had to forgive my family for voting for Trump. Oh, did you have to forgive your family, really? Yeah, it was so tough, Well, how do you like the recession now? Bordering on an economic depression with perhaps a nuclear annihilation. A little taste of nuclear annihilation added to that. Do you think you forgive your family now? Huh? You think you forgive your family now? You think maybe the friend that you disowned was right and you were wrong? No, you wouldn't want to admit that, would you? You have an actress. She was like, I have to forgive my family now. It's so difficult for me to forgive my family that they vote for Trump. It's like, okay, what's there to forgive? You're voting Trump because you want a great economy. And almost everything reported on Trump is gossip and hearsay. Or a twisted, like this warped and twisted, he said this, he meant this, he said this. No, he didn't. Where is the quote? Where on earth is the quote? People familiar with the matter say. None of your business. Have a great, fantastic day. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go 5 more minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. But, Paul Bartlett, thank you so much. You have to understand also, there's a lot of wonderful, highly educated, beautiful liberal Democrats who are very rich and wealthy. So they don't really care. It's like not a problem to them. They're like, the economy's bad. Well, at least Trump isn't in office. But we wouldn't have had this with Trump. Yeah, but our democracy would be imperiled. Well, but we would have a better economy, though, and a better foreign policy. Don't you want that? Who cares about that? Lisa, thank you so much again. Lisa, so kind of you, so sweet of you. Everybody here, thank you so much. Eric H526, everybody here. Paul Bartlett, Sir Felix, Eric, thank you so much for your super chat. Everybody here, thank you. To my super chat, I cannot thank you enough. Lisa, thank you so very, very much. I'll have a live stream, of course, tonight. Be here, but I did predict everything. It's going to get much worse. Honestly, like, stock up on food because there will likely be food shortages. And what can I tell you? At least Trump isn't tweeting. All right? At least Trump isn't tweeting. The sky, the literally everything stinks, but at least Trump isn't tweeting. God bless America. God bless you. Thank you so very, very much, everybody. Lisa, so sweet of you again. Thank you. I'll see you later today. Be on the lookout for the upload at, I would say, around 2 p.m. Pacific today. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic day. And please just tell your friends. I did predict the stock market crash. You can type in H.A. Goodman Federalist or just go to the homepage of this channel and you will see the September segment. Also, the